Hey,
Streaming
yo,
right now.
guy. Hey, guy. Let me go ahead and
Singular
say my
guy.
intro.
Singular
Sorry.
guy.
Sorry. Let me say my intro before you talk. Guys. I
Oh my
said
god.
guys.
And then I'm just over here being the only one.
Singular guy.
There appears to be no one here anyway. Except me.
Gender is a social construct, guys.
That's true, gender is a social construct.
Nah, 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 nah,
Seriously, professional science man Hank Green
High
says that
randomation.
gender is the
Alright, can I
oldest
please
method
say
of
my
controlling
intro?
Say your intro.
It is the thing that my fans freaking like about this channel. Heyo, guys, girls, and everyone in between. This is Rebellious Pastry here. And let's go ahead and go with announcements before we get too carried away. Announcements.
Fuck. Give me a
Other than the fact that my comic exists, I have nothing.
Alright, I have
I'm pretty sure
No
everyone
one on
knows
the stream
that now.
is completely aloe.
a...
new developments in the Lexi lore.
Yeah, Lexi is...
The
I'm Arrow.
fan...
Lexi is Aero.
The base is the fan base is the only
And I'm
ones.
just over here kind of quietly pining.
Why is there a Doge emote?
Yeah,
What?
I click the emote button and I just see. Is this a better TTV thing or can you see this?
No.
So, what other announcements do we all have? Oh yeah, Lexi with the comments. Okay, I'm going last because I am so freaking generous, and yet you guys are like, let's go ahead and actually start with the actual
have
show.
No one in the stream is allosexual anymore.
Huh.
And
Allo.
I am
I'm both.
also going to be doing a gaming after this stream, so
A gaming stream, yeah,
yes.
on Twitch. So go ahead
Yeah.
and
Well, I don't know if it'll be gaming, but I'm gonna be streaming something, either gaming or music production.
I'm not gonna be
Whatever
joining
I'm
you
up for.
You want to play like
because
Terraria for
I'm
that
not-
stream though?
I'm not gonna join you because I value food too much.
And there's me who's like, hey, Lexi, do you want to like do Terraria because we missed that yesterday?
I want food. Not right now, of course, but
Also,
I don't
There's,
want to
like,
skip my dinner.
also,
a bit of time
They're far
between
more
my
entertaining
scheduled.
when I'm involved.
Alrighty.
There's a bit of time between my scheduled time and where we can discuss that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing is that I actually have family. I actually have my granddad coming over to have dinner with us, so.
Sweet.
Yep.
I'll make your
Anyway.
parents are dead.
Let's go ahead and go to my announcement, which I have a channel banner challenge.
Sweet.
So, I think everyone pretty much knows the rules, just in case you don't. So, this channel banner challenge is basically, what we would call a reimagine my desk. Now, the current version of my desk is very bare when it comes to, like, how I depict it in my, channel stuff. So, I basically want to go ahead and, say that, it's up to your guys' interpretation, other than for the fact that it needs to have a teal background. Like, it needs to have a teal background, and if you do, like, a desk, that is not rainbow, go ahead and do, like, it in natural wood. So basically, like, keep everything that's currently there the same or similar. Other than that, you can imagine whatever you want. Like, question. Do not answer this if you know me in real life. Like, interpret if my desk is, clean, or, neat and organized, or messy. You can interpret how many notes I have on my desk. like
Can I sidetrack the conversation and talk about my desk a bit?
well, this is during an announcement. If it wasn't during an announcement, then I would totally
I forgot
say
we were
sure.
still on I forgot we were still on announcements. I'm gonna be honest.
Alrighty, yeah. That's because I'm just going into detail about my channel banner challenge, and we all know that the reason why I didn't put like the crap I say on every like the rules I normally say is because you guys should know the rules by now. Those rules by now. But just in case new fans come, they're probably gonna have a feeling that this is not this is a safe for work channel. Anyway,
no horny bonk.
Yep, bonk. Alrighty. So announcements are over. And so we have like two big topics that we're gonna plan on like talk.
I have
plan
a
on
third
talking.
because I'm very obsessive because one of my favorite shows had a really interesting episode come out a couple days ago, and I'm obsessed.
Alrighty, so what do we want to talk about first? The fact that a celebrity got slapped, or the fact that another celebrity came out and it ended up not going so well?
I think we should talk about. I think we should talk about Will Smith first because it is significantly funnier.
Smack.
Yes, we have we have Chris Rock insulting Jada Smith. I'm pretty sure Will Smith looked over at Jada and noticed that she was very upset about it. So Will Smith just gets on stage and smacks him in the face.
Yeah, I watched the video after I got home today.
I had no clue what the fuck was going on for the first bit of it, and then I'm like, oh wait, okay. And once I understood what the hell happened, I'm just like, yeah, I'm with Will Smith. That is
incredibly rude.
If someone is disrespecting a family member, I would do the same.
Especially something that pretty much anyone would be incredibly insecure about.
Yeah.
Alopecia is
to me, it's like if someone was making fun of my mom for having chemo baldness, I would have beat the shit out of them and would have fucking deserved it.
Honestly, I would do the same for you, though.
The argument, I'm just playing devil's advocate here, but the argument is the fact that this dude was a comedian.
Yeah, and he told a joke that he shouldn't have told.
It's not funny. Seriously, alopecia is something that is like incredible. Like seriously, losing one's hair, especially permanently, is like such a difficult thing to go through.
Here's my take. More people should be slapping comedians when they do something offensive. Comedians have it too good.
Now the question is...
It's just a joke!
Now the question is, what is the line of offensive here? Because different people have different things that they would call offensive.
That's true.
Because, like,
but of course,
the line I would draw is looking someone in the eye and insulting them. That's different from, That's different from, telling a vague joke. Now, Chris Rock looked Jada Smith in the eye and made that joke.
Yeah, because, like,
that is where I draw the line. At that point, that's not a joke. That is just looking someone in the eye and insulting them.
I honestly have, like, a very, 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 like, small line compared to most, I think. Like, honestly, you can joke about almost...
making fun of someone or of someone I'm close to, who's a family member, is something that I would probably smack someone for.
Yeah, same here. So, here's where I tend to draw the line with, like, what is okay and what is not okay when it comes to jokes. The number one line that is the non-negotiable is suicide jokes. Which I make very obvious on the channel. Because you have no idea how someone have what type of experiences they've had on the channel, or they've had in their life, and it's not any of our places to tell, or not like it's not your place to go ahead and tell if you don't want to. And that's just like something that should be like respected across all lines. Another one is, don't call me any gay slurs.
Duh. Duh.
Yeah, most of mine are the well does. Like, other than that...
Oh wait, I just realized I can use the virtual camera to just kind of put things on the call for you guys to look at.
Other than that...
That might be useful.
Other than that, you can go ahead and, like, poke fun at me for almost anything else. Yeah. And I tend to go ahead and, like, roughhouse, not, like, physically roughhouse, but just, like, roughhouse, in, like, my other IRL obligation, the one that I actually get paid to do, aka work. I tend to get rowdy with those people, but those people deserve it. Anyway, you guys will get videos. You will get that videos on that later on in this year and into next year and stuff like that. Wheat Bread Productions. Interesting name. I personally hate wheat bread, but that's beside the point. Not you, Wheat Bread Productions. I just hate the taste of wheat bread.
I love that little scribble avatar. That is precious.
Yeah. Isn't that like most of the Storytime animation community, though?
See, that has that, like, I can't describe it. It looks like it was made with a lot of effort, but not good tools, and I like that specific vibe of art, where it's like doing a lot with not the best.
That's a very.
I'm dealing with it.
That's a very good way to segue into like Storytime animation and the history of it, and the fact that a very big Storytime animator pretty much came out to her fan base. I am saying her for a reason. Her fan base.
Aphobia later.
Yeah, and then like everyone's just deciding, welp, she is Ace. Now we're gonna go ahead and say all the reasons of why you shouldn't like anyone. Or no, wait, should not like anyone. And yeah. So, have you guys seen the video yet?
I only know the content of the video as it pertains to what I've seen from people who have no right to be talking about anything ever.
How about you, Ink?
Yeah, same. I haven't seen the video, but I'm mostly aware of it because of all the people who are aphobic on Twitter and the people who are standing up to the aphobia on Twitter.
Yeah, am I the only one that actually watched the video?
I haven't watched Storytime animation in a long time. My only interaction with Jaden's content has been through, like, Alpharad and stuff. I mostly consume gaming content on YouTube.
Yeah,
so
I tend to go ahead and consume what I produce, honestly.
Same, basically.
Yeah, and I'm a Storytimer, and, like, so, one of my IRL friends, who have been on this channel before, by the name of David, literally thought I did not know who Wolfie Chew was. So I'm like, of course I know who Wolfie Chew is. Not knowing who Wolfie Chew is basically like someone not knowing their next door neighbor. Because me and Wolfie Chew are in the same genre. Except she is straight and I am not. Like, have you seen her in Sweeto?
Sorry, I zoned out for a second. What?
Like, have you seen
I'm
Jordan Sweeto and Wolfie Chew?
I have no clue who either of those people are.
What? They're like the top. They're not like the top of the top, but they're known for meeting on the internet and dating. Why don't you go ahead and do a little Google search real quick of Wolfie Chew and Jordan Sweeto. But yeah, very early on in the Storytime animation community, it ended up being like you said earlier with the icon, really good art with crappy equipment. That's how the legend of Storytime animation began.
Resisting urge to make jokes about England.
Why are you making jokes about England?
Wolfie Chew is English, moved to Australia, so.
Just so you know, I honestly think Wolfie is like one of the Storytime animators with the highest pitch of voice. Like, she definitely has a very high pitched voice. Like,
I think the only Storytime animators whose content I actively consumed for a while were Odd Ones Out, and I think, what's his name? Domix.
Oh yeah, Domix. So, like, Domix is a very, like, essential part of Storytime animation. I think him and Swoozy was the ones that started the whole thing. If I'm remembering correctly. Him and Swoozy. Then, then James hopped on the bandwagon-ish. And he decided to talk about how much of a Dutch oven Arizona was. And talked about making sandwiches and got famous. Zuway. And then after that, because, like, I think James's original plan with the rest of his life was to go ahead and become a math teacher. And then...
Oh, that's familiar.
Then he decided not to and work on YouTube full time. Because of how successful Storytime animation was at the time. But the thing is that these days the big names have like astounding quality videos that take forever and a half to make. Or should I say forever and a half.
Apparently brands are trying to get people to buy their shit using dreams.
Forever.
What?
Meanwhile, on r/Tumblr.
But yeah, I mean,
what?
Who
is Ladybug? This is the most chaotic sequence of posts I have ever seen from a person.
So Jaden...
Is Ladybug a regular? Because I don't recognize them, and their chat messages are increasingly hilarious.
I've never seen this person.
I think they're new. They're new.
Well, hi. I think you are the funniest person who has been in this chat for a long time.
No, they're not. You are.
I'm not in the chat.
You know, that's a lie and a half.
I posted a single Doge emoji. I am watching the chat. I am not speaking in the chat.
You spoke in the chat.
You know what? I don't think.
Anyway,
I don't think none of Lexi's funny moments come from the chat.
Anyways,
Lexi's funny moments
they come from me being a complete idiot.
Yeah, when she was responding to someone, like the piece of favorite stop.
Okay, so Jaden. So Jaden pretty much started like her own like branch of the storytime animation community. She started out as this like very quiet, very insecure person with social anxiety and a whole other ton of mental issues that have been addressed in her episodes. And then she pretty much used it to get out of a depression, and that's how we know of her today. She basically said in her face reveal video, the fact that her channel was what kept her going, which is a very like astounding and powerful thing to hear from
Sounds like you though.
Yeah.
Sounds like you.
Yeah.
Seriously, like last year, it's like.
Yeah, we don't talk about that though. But pretty much like Jaden pretty much had
Sorry,
like
Azuki. The whole stream is kind of having a conversation.
So, with
Are you keeping up with chat?
Yes,
so with
all of us somewhere under the Ace umbrella.
So with Jaden, she pretty much took her eating disorder and was like, okay, this is what I had to go through. She pretty much made a very empowering video about like how it pretty much affected her life. Which that takes a lot of guts to do, honestly. That takes a ton of guts to go ahead and go up to, like, you, and her base isn't as nearly, I honestly have noticed that her base isn't nearly as nice as mine. But then again, yeah, I'm not even, like, this is very, very before my time on YouTube. So, she pretty much took remember the episode that she made of her face reveal?
Yep.
So
that's actually a conversation I remember very vividly that I had with you.
Mm-hmm. So, she pretty much, like, took what happened with the VidCon scandal with the whole fact of, like, people were taking photos of her and she wasn't feeling comfortable with it, and then they ended up posting it on YouTube. And while that happened, there was this other storytime animator about his name was something else YT. What he basically did was made, like, he kind of seemed like the bad kid when it goes to his very earlier videos. When it comes to the very early on videos, he was pretty much the type to go ahead and, like, literally make a video about ditching class for the bathroom. Like, he was very early on, and then he made a video about I'm losing my words. he made a video about almost getting arrested. Did you watch that video?
Well, none of us really watch storytime YouTubers.
Yeah, and then he made this very powerful song about how he was bullied in like grade school, which is like a very, very like, it's a very good piece of art here. Like, he pretty much was like talking about how he was picked on a lot in school and how now he is a animator that everyone loves to watch. And it's just a very powerful message because sometimes the bullied ends up being the person on top, and it's kind of weird to think about. Am I right?
Honestly, the thing I remember that time for was the Daft Pina video, basically assuming the worst in Jaden's video.
Which Jaden video?
The one that we were just talking about with the
eating disorder.
Yeah. Like, it was so uncharitable.
Which, yeah, the whole, like, and it, something that finds me very, very, it's very, very interesting to me how different animators have different, like, lines of what's okay and what's not okay and what they choose to share versus what they choose not to share. Because, like, I tend to get more into the arrow-AC things than Jaden did. Or at least that's my plan anyway. To go more deep into, like, the orientation. While she wanted to keep that information private. Like, Jaden...
Do not talk about feet in this chat.
Like Jaden Animations wants to go ahead and like keep a lot of privacy with most things, but where she draws the line is like sexual preferences, which I make it very clear I'm repulsed.
Yeah,
and then there's also.
I don't know how to pronounce your name, but yes, it is Respect Your Cat Day. Please respect me.
Meow. All right. Anyway, so let's just say that for me, it's my guideline for like what I tend to go ahead and like my kind of like personal bounds is pretty much like anything that is like too real world-y. Like, I want this channel to be like a happy channel, not like so I tend to go ahead and choose what videos I choose to produce wisely, because we're in this world currently where like almost everything isn't the best. And I just don't want to go ahead and, like, entertain the negativity that is, going on in the world currently. So, therefore, that's why I tend to go ahead and go more towards, positive videos. So, what I choose to share and what I choose not to share is very different than Jaden. Like, Jaden right out says her age in a video when I give you guys a range. I give you guys a range. And that range is 14 to 20.
I'm sorry, I am currently losing my shit at something completely unrelated.
It's just that like some creators have like different bounds on like what they're okay to share about their life and what is okay to not to share about their life, because it's their life. Do you guys agree?
It's also a generally good idea to not share too much online because it is ridiculously easy to find someone's docs, as my 8th grade class have learned, unfortunately.
Yeah, but the thing is that, my real name isn't on the chat. Or in,
That's
like,
true.
the channel and stuff.
Pastry has the right idea. Pastry has the right idea with that. Because with literally just a name, it took less than 20 minutes to find one of my teacher's birthday. We found a phone number too. It wasn't his phone number, but it was a phone number.
Okay, that's funny. How did you find the wrong number?
Honestly, that teacher took it like a goddamn trooper.
Why is there stomach noises on the on the?
My stomach noises because I'm on my phone, and I'm kind of hungry.
All right.
I'm just giggling like an old Vine Sauce clip of I think it's Vinny saying "ooh."
But yeah, I honestly...
And no one in chat is going to get why that's funny, and that's a good thing.
I honestly feel like that fans should... and my fans do a very good job with... like, even in the Q&A, they do a very good job with knowing their boundaries. Like, there was this... Like, someone...
Boundaries are important.
Like, someone asked me what my true name was, but that was only so that they could refer to me as something. And I pretty much just said, just call me Rebellious Pastry or something along those lines. Because, like, my name shouldn't matter. But yeah, I honestly feel like, different storytime animators have like different bounds on like what they view as okay when it comes to like what to share and what's not to share. And I honestly think that just is something that makes the storytime animation genre special, because like no matter how many of us there are, there's always going to be room for more. Because like think about how many random thought videos there are these days. And there's always room for another one. There's always room for another random thoughts video because many different people have many different thoughts. It's astounding to see like what is your shower thoughts versus what are my shower thoughts.
One time I had a shower thought about how Monster High was surprisingly deep. I was literally getting ready for a shower.
Is driving me insane. What is
like,
going on? Who is this?
Like Pastry's audio games is mostly like the thoughts I have before I go to bed. Like the things like I randomly think about. Like with Pastry's audio games, there's no method of like, how do I think of these things? I just do.
Have you not been hearing me?
We have.
Okay.
We just been ignoring you because we're talking about.
Oh
like,
wow! So.
We've been you haven't been paying attention to our conversation.
I've been trying my best.
So like, and I don't want to go ahead and like redirect the conversation and forget what we were going to talk about in the first place.
That's the fun of these streams.
But I'm very
If you try to
focused.
stay on one topic for the whole stream, there's only so much. There is only so much you can say.
So much fun for incredible amounts of chaoticness.
No.
Are you like okay? Are you like trying to block us out because the stream is too fun?
No. All right. I'm just Jaden. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Alrighty, Tim Tom. I'm gonna go ahead and just go.
What the fuck is a Tim Tom?
Look up Tim Tom, okay? So Tim Tom.
Another
Google work I've had to do
YouTuber.
for one of these streams. What the hell?
And now you know how I feel when you bring up a random celebrity. So Tim Tom's first ever video that automatically blew up was the fact that they had like this inside joke about like this one series where it's basically like they didn't so it was about a mom and her ex-boyfriend. Tim Tom's mom and her ex-boyfriend. Basically like or boyfriend then turned into ex. So like I forgot what the exact saying was, but it's basically like saying about how being gay is okay. And then like the boyfriend ends up deciding that being gay is not okay. And then so what the mom basically did to go ahead and like have this guy not harass or not go ahead and like follow them around for the rest of her life their lives is basically to go ahead and talk about how and the mom decides to like pretends to be gay to like chase a guy away.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of women who have to pretend to be gay to chase guys away. It's ridiculously common for men to not take no for an answer.
Yeah. Which is kind of sad.
Thing. It is, though. I consider myself lucky because I haven't encountered that kind of shit. Well, yeah, I have. It was like a 12-year-old.
But here's the thing. So, earlier on in my years, there was a lot of guys that had feelings for me.
Oh, I remember that.
Back when I was a girl. Or back when I thought I was a girl. So, back when I thought I was a girl, there was like...
Then there was the guy. Then there was Mr. Ketchup.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely a video's worth of a story.
I will say there is a reason for my Discord status.
Is your
Discord status?
Is your Discord status now Aero?
No, it's
It's just am I a boy? Am I a girl? Who knows?
But everyone finds me hot, and that makes everyone gay.
No, yeah. That's what I say. That's what I say. If you have feelings for me, you're not straight, no matter what gender you are.
And yeah, like there's like I remember Lex and I both had a crush on the same kid. For me, the feeling was neutral.
That's kind of funny. And kind of tragic at the same time.
You should have just asked. I was too shy, but I guess we were both too shy, and Lexi got me first.
Yeah.
I think I found the post from just a superimposed on top of a Sailor Moon screenshot. I have never watched that show in my life.
I watched like a good bit of it. Then I got bored and decided to watch something else.
It's one of those things like, wow, that show is gay. I don't care. It's still not fun.
Yeah. There's a lot of like TV shows that that pretty much have hidden gay very well.
Why am I the only one who's paying attention to the chat?
I'm drawing, and you're a mod. That is your job.
I know, I'm saying, like, streams should be responding to chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like your whole thing, Pastry.
Okay. Talk about Bruto.
Just pull up chat on like a little tiny window off to the side. It's pretty clear that there's some amount of stuff that is not on screen, so.
Yeah.
Also, all I will say is the chat is incredibly chaotic.
That's because Ladybug it's half emotes and half Ladybug shit posting, and I love all of it.
Yeah, I honestly think my my fan base, like, stream chat is just very random. Like, what episode was it where they was randomly talking or like randomly singing?
Never Gonna Give You Up, I think it was.
No, it was the Flintstones. It was even more random.
See, Flintstones. Never Gonna Give You Up. It was entirely what Lexi's doing.
Yeah, every time the chat starts doing something stupid collectively, that's me. when everyone's doing their own individual stupid things, that's chat being chat. When everyone is doing the same stupid thing, that is somehow my fault.
Here's the thing. I've seen other stream chats, and they're not as random as mine.
Yes. That's
the fun part about stream chats, though.
Yeah.
You can never tell what's going to happen.
Yeah. So. Jaden.
What are y'all's thoughts on the recent episode of The Owl House?
Oh, I thought we were going to talk about Jaden.
I thought we were done talking about Jaden.
But the whole, like, we talked about the history of Jaden.
I thought we talked about the other... What?
We didn't...
My brain is
We
fried.
only went to, like, the aphobia part. We didn't go into, like, how deep the aphobia got.
I remember
I know is the...
I remember there was this one post on Twitter, like, where the person was, like, not recognizing that asexuality is a thing.
Oh, yeah. No, it's just a lack of education about asexuals is what make people act like that. And that's what Jane also addressed in her video. She's like, if I knew this a long time ago... Of course, how I storytell and how she does is very, very different. I tend to go ahead and, like... I tend to be more, like, I guess, direct on my storytelling than, Jaden. Because, like, Jaden tends to have, like, she tends to be more scatterbrained in her scripts than I tend to be. I tend to be, like, to the point most of the time with my scripts, I feel like. And she is like, well... And then again, like, my voice and her voice sound completely different. And we both act completely different. Because, like, she seems like more of the stereotypical ace. Like, the quiet, awkward ace. And then you've got me, who will literally talk everyone's butts off if they let us. If people let them. But yeah.
Yes.
So, let's go ahead and talk about the aloe. What? Whoops. I said the Aloe House.
The Owl House is amazing. You should watch it. Only thing is, Pastry has the attention span of a gnat.
Over yet? Because I don't like waiting.
I heard.
So if I'm gonna get into a show, I would prefer it to be a show that is over and I can watch the whole thing.
I heard that it's gonna get canceled.
Like, I'm just over here in between every week dying because it's so good, and the last 2 episodes that were released, like, had a lot of lore.
Yeah.
Also some gayness, but a lot of lore and gayness.
I found
the healthiest relationship I've seen.
I found an image on Twitter. I am going to put it onto the thingy. Oh god, that crashed. Give me a second. I'm going to share it through my webcam.
I've addressed the fact that I can't freaking sit still on this channel before. I think it was honestly during the Q&A. Yes, it was. So the reason why I don't watch movies is I can't sit still without doing something with my mind and or body.
Yeah, that is extremely relatable.
History. That's what fidgets are for.
Did you accidentally call me another friend's name again?
Yes.
You need to go ahead and tell me. Yeah, you're gonna need help telling us apart. Anyway, so what now, Lexi? Let me go ahead and check the chat. Oh, can you draw tails?
On the call.
Can you? I'm sorry, but
God, it's mirrored. What the hell? Hold on a second. Let me flip the image.
Can you draw Tails, the fox, in full body wearing a blue crop hoodie?
I don't think they're very good at Tails.
I refuse to go ahead and draw any copyrighted character other than my own.
That makes sense.
Other than my friends and my own, because I don't want to get struck.
Give me a second.
Like, I know other channels have done it before, but I'm on the end of I do not want to get struck. And I just prefer
when it's like... Well, normally, when it comes... You can draw fan art just fine, normally. Unless...
Not if it's for Nintendo.
That's true. But
Nintendo doesn't usually shut down fan art. It's fan projects.
That's true.
Like,
besides, Tails is Sega.
Yeah, I know that.
They're even less.
But yeah, I honestly prefer just to, keep my drawings of characters, I like to draw smaller characters, honestly. Like, the big, mainstream characters, I tend to, stay away from most of the time.
That's fair.
The most mainstream stuff I've drawn on this channel were the big names, which when it comes to, the original animation squad, I tend to call them the big names. For a reason. I tend to call them the big names.
I can't wait till it rains tomorrow. I love rain.
It is raining tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yay!
Unless I'm in it, then I hate it.
I hate rain. I hate rain. I hate rain.
I've literally sang in it before.
Then there's just I love the rain so long as I'm not in it.
Then again, I had to go ahead and entertain middle schoolers and help keep them from whining their butts off because it was cold and raining when yeah, just a part of
I'm doing more adjustments on my
kids.
Audio volume.
Yeah.
How am I now?
You're still you. You're a little quieter.
Okay, yeah.
You're still you though. You didn't turn into a frog or nothing.
Ribbit.
Oh no, I turned Ink into a frog. Help me.
Well, I'm clipping that.
Would you rather draw side characters or no characters from big brands? No characters from big brands. What?
Garfield.
What now?
Why, of all the things to go to, why is normal from Garfield your first example of a side character?
I don't know. So, they're my fans, okay? There's about to be 400 of them soon.
Better not be normal. It's normal.
There's gonna
What?
be 400 of these people soon. Think about it. 400.
Clearly, this is the kind of content nearly 400 people enjoy.
This is amazing content.
Yeah, like I don't think you can go ahead and find stuff like this on the
Yeah, I'm pretty
names.
sure what's going on here is pretty unique.
Yeah. I think audio games is more unique, though, because talk shows have been done before. Audio games, not so much.
I mean, our specific brand of talk show is incredibly chaotic.
Yeah.
Even more so than
I
usual.
literally cannot say my freaking intro before you guys start blabbering off about something on the other side of the world. Sometimes. Which, I need to get those announcements in, boys and girls and in-betweeners. There's no boys on air, but you get my point. Or, technically, gender's
away from it.
Social construct. You get my point. You get my point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I just like the smaller names as far as like who I pay attention to. Like, I'm always like, so just so you know, there's this one Storytime animator who does streams every Sunday, and his streams are the polar opposite of mine. Let's just say. Like, his is, like, super mellow. He even has mellow music in the background. While us, we're just, like, talking about random things. Like, there's no way of telling what we're going to be talking about unless I get frustrated the fact that we run out of topics too soon on too many episodes and start being like, let's go ahead and talk about this today so we do not run out of things to say. Because I really hate dead air. Because, like, dead air just isn't good. Dead air isn't good for,
It is not good for the algorithm, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's not good for the algorithm, so I'm just like, I'm not gonna do dead air. Just like, no. Like, if let's say we all were just like, stop talking for like a few minutes, I would imagine that the view count would decrease majorly. And that's why I tend to like to have like a few topics in my pocket for like what we're going to be discussing. But the thing is that for this episode, I really wanted to talk about Jaden because it's like a big asexual, aromantic, just like your A-spec, like, huge A-spec revolution. Which I made a video about being aero-ace before Jaden did. I made my video before hers.
Just less aware of asexual and how bad it is.
What?
What was that noise?
That is called my stomach noises.
No, it sounds like there is an earthquake going on.
So my stomach noises, I'm hungry.
Why didn't you get a snack before the show?
Because I wasn't hungry until now.
Oh, yeah, that's...
You guys go get a snack. I can...
Yeah. Don't worry, the stream can't burn down.
Go get a snack for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next time, I will. Now you just have to endure me eating.
Yeah. But yeah, and I just feel like with I'm gonna talk about little kids again probably, but like with can you guys please talk about your hobbies? Well,
Pastry has exactly one hobby, and that's their channel.
Yeah, I game sometimes. I game sometimes. here's the thing.
Is this another roast pastry stream?
Oh, man. Alright. Well, but wait, that should be an audio game. People should roast me as an audio game. Like, roast me for an audio game, please. The people in my real life do not know how to roast, okay? The people in my real life do not know how to roast. I roast them all the time, but they don't know how to roast me. Like, I've literally roasted somebody, and I've mentioned this before, but your music's so old, I can hear the dinosaurs underground, the fossils underground, jamming out to it.
Boy, I would love for music that I make to be jammed out by fucking dinosaurs. Like, I'm a huge paleontology nerd.
Yeah. Just listen to that old stuff, and I'm sure you'll be hearing those dinosaurs rocking down there.
And then there's just me, who listens to like a whole lot of indiness.
And then there is.
Well, roasts are different.
Like,
there's a fine line between mockery and bullying. Well,
that's true.
A good roast is bullying, but you literally explicitly asked for it.
Yeah, like I didn't ask to be roasted about how much time a video takes. Gee, thanks.
The difference between a good roast and bullying is repetitiveness and consent. Bullying is, being a dick. Roasting is someone says, hey, this is a time to insult me, and they get insulted in funny ways.
Yeah. Oh, man. But, just make sure you know who you're roasting and for why, and like make sure that they're not like gonna be hurt by it.
Mhm. Ahem, Chris Rock.
The official Popeye Twitter has sided with Will Smith.
Oh, wait, is that the comedian or is that the non-comedian?
Will Smith is the not comedian.
Yeah.
Will Smith is the guy who punched the guy.
Yeah. Here's the thing. If anyone messes with my friends, get a free knuckle sandwich from me. And if you're...
there's overall been a lot of punches to the face that I've noticed in recent media. Seriously, this is like the second one I've encountered.
And if you're lucky, and if you're unlucky or lucky, I guess, it could be like after I have like sweaty hands from drawing. Just go ahead and like, or maybe even slapping you, even with the pencil still in my hand.
Sounds like a good way to break the pencil.
Yeah. I don't care. Someone hurt my friend. If anyone hurts
if someone made fun of someone who's unwillingly losing their hair, then I would punch them too.
Yeah. There's just some things that you do not make fun of.
Like, seriously.
Just like, no. In what world is that okay?
I mean, it's like someone made fun of, like, Lexi's mom's hair, that, I think Lexi and I'd both be punching them in the face.
Yeah.
Wouldn't hurt very much, but, because we're both incredibly scrawny, but...
I'm pretty sure I could pack a good punch. Yes, I am kind of weak, but my arms have more like substance to them because like and also like I've high-fived someone and before and it hurt them so badly because of how hard I hit them. And it also hurt my hand, too.
I see punching people in the face as a topic that has come up a lot recently.
Punching people in the face in cancel culture.
Because in the Owl House, one of the characters punched this dude in the face, and, like, I'm pretty sure she broke his nose.
What's worse? What's worse, a punch or a slap?
Punch to the bridge in the nose.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm just thinking, here's a lukewarm take. Cancel culture most of the time when you hear about cancel culture, it's not someone getting canceled, it's some rich person suffering consequences for their actions.
Yeah, that is like...
And most of the time when someone who isn't rich gets canceled, nobody gives a shit. It's only when a rich person or a famous person who isn't even really facing that many consequences. It's like...
I'm J.K. Rowling.
Yeah. J.K. Rowling goes on, says, "I'm silenced," and the BBC covers it.
Which, let's see here. I feel like the rest of the Harry Potter people are, stood up for the trans people when that happened.
Yeah, a good chunk of the maybe cast was like, yeah, that's bad. No.
But hold on, let me look something up.
Especially the younger members, although the older members prove their transphobia, maybe. And there was like this whole nearly 3-hour video of this guy calling out all the various forms of bullshit that happened in the Harry Potter books. Lots of very bad things happened that were like kind of glossed over.
Huh.
Just so we're clear on the scale of the Harry Potter people being, the actors being pro-trans, but Rowling being Rowling. J.K.
Rowling, yeah, that's...
J.K. Rowling's net worth is
over $1 billion.
Frequently estimated to be over $1 billion, yeah, and Daniel Radcliffe is $110 million. So it is a literal order of magnitude different in scale. It's not the support of the actors.
He's still rich, but...
He's still rich, but he's not, policy influencing rich.
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling has sway that even the entire cast of the movies don't have.
I mean, seriously, like... I love Daniel Radcliffe, and I love whenever he appears. Because he doesn't act that much since the Harry Potter franchise ended, but he's been around occasionally. Like that one very unhinged photo of Daniel Radcliffe with weapons and in a bathrobe and bear paw slippers. It looked incredibly unhinged.
The one with the fucked up shoes?
Yes, it was bear paw slippers.
What the hell was the context of that?
I have no idea.
That is a great image.
Wait, did you read, or have you guys read the chat recently?
Oh no, I was too busy snacking.
Don't make fun of pastry, or the next thing, or the next day they'll paint, or next thing they'll paint is
the wall with your blood.
That's not a roast, that is terrifying.
A level of Tumblr. It's violence that is straight out of Tumblr.
I'd go ahead and believe that.
That is like violence that is literally straight out of Tumblr.
Now the question is, would I actually do that? Maybe I'd threaten to, but I'd probably not actually do it. Just be nice to me, okay? That should be my catchphrase for life. Just be nice, okay? With the sass included. Just be nice, okay? Craziness, I tell ya. But what were you guys talking about before? My fan is thinking very gruesome things about me. But I think they've been subbed on the channel for at least a few months now. I've noticed their so here's the thing. Their comments keep on getting put and held for review for one simple thing. The fact that there's a ton of rainbows all over them.
Ew.
Like, it literally got put...
Emoji
It literally
spam.
got put in my held in review. And my held in review is pretty much like, I put... So, on the YouTube, you could either allow all comments, put potentially inappropriate things in a held in review, or put everything in held in review. And I feel like putting potentially inappropriate comments in there is like the best way to do it. Because like if you put everything in there,
Randomation retracted that message. Like, why did you feel the need to retract that?
I don't know. Okay, another thing. I should probably say, don't question it. It's a pastry fan that did this. Because it's like, the chat is it's pretty much everything but the everything but the kitchen sink. With my comments. Or on my, especially on my streams.
There's this video floating around Reddit of a fish that has like a giant chunk taken out of its back.
Ouch.
And the fish is it's swimming. It doesn't seem to care about the fact that it has a giant chunk thinned out of it.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting. But yeah, so
the fish seems okay.
So like, why is it that people think it's okay to go ahead and say phobic things towards each other?
Shrug emoji.
I honestly think that hatred, and I've read this in an article too, stems from misunderstandings.
It's true.
Because like, if you don't fully understand something, then it's gonna be kind of hard to go ahead and be nice about it. But the thing is that
Nova is informing my dad of some opinions.
Like, the reason why we do not mention politics very often on this show is the fact that we have different opinions about some things.
Yeah.
But having
it would devolve into an argument with Lexi and I against pastry.
Yeah. And like one of
That's already happened. It was off screen. We do it somewhat regularly. Actually, not regular. Whenever politics comes up.
Yeah. I don't like to yell. I just don't like to yell.
I'm a very loud person. I basically yell by default.
Yes, that is Lexi.
But here's the thing. I don't like to, like, scream at people. Because, like, I can be very loud in real life. People have said they've freaking heard me down the freaking hallway. But, like, it's good for recording, so. Oh, for the hobbies question. Hanging out with friends in IRL obligation. Like, I talk to people without
only when you're in school or work.
Yeah.
We haven't hung out outside of school or work in a good long while.
That's honestly like anyone, except for like, yeah, I went to like a dance. It was very interesting.
I have basically locked myself inside for the past few weeks.
How come?
I don't know, the only thing I felt up to doing was going to Hot Topic once.
I go to school, I go to work.
I mean, yeah, I go to school. I haven't felt up to it, but I have gone to school. But like during free time and for like the entirety of spring break, I left the house like once.
I went to Orlando. So
yeah, I went on a small vacation.
I went on the entire time vacation.
Yeah, I was gone for only 2 days actually.
I was gone the whole time, but luckily backlog pretty much like was like okay. And then after I got back, I like that week almost everyone who have ever wanted to collab with me, it seemed like I had like 3 collabs lined up for the day I returned.
Then you have more for later because we have a collab that we've scripted.
So I'm currently working on a Mother's Day special. After that, I'm gonna be doing my birthday. After the birthday,
I forgot about Mother's Day.
Yeah. Sorry.
Is there anything that would make you feel better, Lexi?
I'm probably just gonna like forget again. That's
fair enough.
That's what I'm hoping will happen.
But yeah, so and then I'm gonna do
if you do not text me and I shall show you love.
Same here. Because I've been contacting Wilbur a lot lately just because I can. Wilbur's gonna be on the next episode of Audio Games, which honestly, it seems unproportionate how many times they've been on the show. But that's because they're my top moderator and they're on almost everything, regardless of if they're on air or in the chat. They're very close to me. You guys are too. Just,
Yeah.
Oh, Lexi. Any chance that you want to go ahead and do Pastry's Audio Games on the, when is this gonna be?
4th?
Oh, I'm not gonna be here on the 4th, actually. I'm going on another trip. And as I normally do for the channel, I don't announce where I'm going until I'm back. Just in case. But, the next Audio Games it's gonna be the 18th, and it's gonna be an Easter special. Now the question is, what game would you want to play?
I have no clue how Audio Games works, so I will just kind of be winging it with whatever y'all are doing.
Oh, you would just be on the show with me. Unless you choose to go ahead and do Battle of the Genders, then we could bring Ink on, and then we'd have to go ahead and find a guy as well.
Fair enough. If that is what you think would be fun, then we could do that.
So basically,
I'm up for whatever. I'm just kind of
wait a minute. You would technically be on Team NB, right?
Yes.
So you would technically be on Team NB.
I'm definitely on Team Girl.
Yeah, Ink would be on Team Girl, and then I would probably find someone who preferably wasn't on Audio Games before. But I would go ahead and dig through my contacts to see who I can go ahead and invite on for Team Male. which I couldn't be on Team NB because I'd be the one to know all the answers to everything because I'd be creating the thing. Oh, maybe David could hop on. David Knox.
I have no clue who that is, so that sounds fun.
David is one of my friends that I talk to on a regular basis. I talk to a lot of people at school. A lot of people. How I tend to view things is school is my social time, home is my time.
That's me.
Which I honestly think is fair.
Only thing is I'm more willing to hang out with my friends.
Yeah.
That panel's sus.
What?
That. Alrighty.
I am watching Glitter Glitter Fairy.
Why are you watching things during our stream?
No, it's a person in chat.
Okay. Okay.
I am watching them closely because...
Good night, Emery.
Maybe I am a bit paranoid, but join date literally today is mildly suspicious.
Yeah, maybe it's their 13th birthday and they decided to open up their very first YouTube account.
That is very much also a possibility.
Yeah. Think about it. Not everyone bends the rules of YouTube to go ahead and hop on when they aren't supposed to. I honestly feel like as soon as people turn a certain age, they go ahead and almost instantly do the things that the people that age are allowed to do. That's why the 21st birthday is a very fun story for most people.
But then there's me who doesn't really care about alcohol.
Yeah.
See, the only time I intend to... My dad wants to take me out to get a beer on my 21st, and I've promised him that, and I hope I never drink again after that.
Yeah, both nah. I remember one time I remember one time I was going to have a medical procedure done, and then I was and well, they gave me the nervous thing that when you're nervous,
laughing gas. No,
it was a liquid.
Oh.
It immediately made me feel high. I hated it.
Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, so is it easy for other people to read their own handwriting? Yes or no?
Most of the time, my handwriting is messy as hell, and I can usually read it.
I'm usually that one kid that's like, whenever they're doing an assignment that is a group assignment, they're like, no way am I writing. My handwriting is literally chicken scratch.
Bad.
Yeah, my handwriting's horrible. Even on the channel, it's not that good.
I just type everything. I am very happy just having a keyboard with me always.
Yeah, but the thing is that with videos, it wouldn't be very convenient for me to go ahead and type everything.
Yeah, that's fair.
Think about it. If I had to go ahead and... That would take even longer for videos then. Which, I'm trying to go ahead and speed up the process of making my videos without it looking like a rushed through things, which I think it's starting to get there. Which then again, like, animation is a thing that you can always improve. It's just one of those, like, if you think you want to do animation, there's no thinking. You either do it or you don't. Because of how much time it takes to pump out at least a half decent video. Like, it takes forever and a half to go ahead and make videos. So yeah, that's no secrets here when it comes to, like, why things take so long. But yeah, I mean, yeah. But the thing is that most animators like cartoonists in general are depicted as people who are literally vampires due to, like, not valuing their sleep.
Is that accurate?
It just seems like what I've seen. Like, when I've talked to other animators sometimes, and I watched a Jaden video on how, like, it's the whole, like, don't overwork. Like, yeah. But honestly, working a lot on things is definitely a animator thing. Oh, good night, Amarius. Did you already say that?
Yeah, I said that.
Alrighty. Yeah. What are you working on currently, Ink?
Comic. And a couple TikTok stuff for promotion purposes.
Yeah. Oh.
We are not having advertising in here. No random people coming in and advertising random other streams. What the hell? Warning 1, glitter fair.
Question. Ink, are you gonna be participating in the pastry channel banner challenge?
Nah. A little busy with comic and
that'd
promotion.
be a good way to go ahead and get some people over on your stuff.
True, but I'm gonna get my comic, the last episode of chapter 3 done before I do too much promotion.
Yeah. Which there's always an opportunity at Rebellious Pastry for, like, fan art or fan participation purposes. Like,
yeah.
It's very rare. It's very rare for me not to have something going on. Just so you know, the next thing up is birthday cards, and then after that is going to be a pride map. After that, there's going to be, like, this, like, return map where basically, like, anti-pastry basically chases your character in a room based off of the part you chose.
That sounds like fun.
Yep. And I'm gonna be very strict about, you need to go ahead and do the room that and, like, the first 2 parts are, like, going to the living room and turning on the TV. And then, the part I took, the part I made for myself is basically, like, anti-pastry, going to the screen and, talking about how it's like a game and how there's no, like, stopping them and stuff like that. Which, anti-pastry is basically like a evil version of pastry. So...
Oh, we're back in Darkiplier territory here, aren't we?
Just so you know, a lot of cartoonists tend to go ahead and, like, do, like, evil versions of their characters just because, like, a lot of plot lines support it. Like, David, which doesn't have a social media at all. He
mean,
he has a dark David, or an evil David. I honestly, personally call...
I have several characters. At this point, all my characters are going to have, like, a dark side at this point. That's what I've decided.
A dark
Only
counterpoint. A dark counterpoint, or counter.
Counterpart.
Counterpart.
Kind of, but you'll have to see.
Because the true evil counterpart is they have to, like, be counterpart. Just so you know,
I wouldn't say they're evil, though. They're just, annoying.
Yeah. Think about how good, the pastry character is. And then anti-pastry is basically everything but opposite. I wouldn't, yeah.
Obedient bread loaf.
Oh yeah, I'm no. But the funny thing is that obedient bread loaf wouldn't be very obedient at all.
It's a funny name though.
I just call my evil character anti-pastry. Because it makes sense. But yeah. So basically, like, that anti-pastry, which you'll see in, like, the I think I'll go ahead and, like, just draw a quick sketch of them real quick. It's basically like pastry, but with different stylized. You can go ahead and, like, stylize, like, the antiness, whatever you... It's basically like a regular pastry, but with darker hair. Both parts of the hair are darker. Eyes are different. Like, eyes are more like that. More like they're literally red. And they're pretty much... And you know how pastry has a donut as their symbol? Anti-pastry has this. The orange exclamation point. Hey, Pastry, you should do a collab with SS Cypher.
If I hear one more goddamn thing about SS Sniper Wolf, stop posting about Sniper Wolf. I'm tired of seeing it.
Why are you tired of seeing Sniper Wolf?
That's 2 weird messages in a row regarding that YouTuber. There's nothing particularly wrong with their content from what I remember. It's just... Wither Fairy's sus.
I honestly feel like a collaboration with a non-animator would just be weird, because I mean,
to be fair, you are doing this stream.
But the stream is more of like a podcast. Unless it's like a podcast. Enough, yeah. Unless it's like a podcast. Like, if I actually were to go ahead and... I'd have to either be like as a god or a divine being, or I'd have to go ahead and literally hold the camera. Because otherwise, a random voice wouldn't make sense. So, like, when I tend to go ahead and decide if I accept or deny collabs, I just, if it's an animator, I will most likely accept it. And I will most likely, like, record lines for it and whatnot. Like, I did... Oh, I'm doing a temperature debate with PK.
Hold on, I need caffeine. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Don't fall in.
No, she's getting coffee.
Oh.
Not going to the bathroom. She's getting coffee.
Sorry. I thought she said bathroom. Do you have Pokemon cards? Yes. But
I do.
That was a short-lived like thing I did. The Pokemon cards were so short-lived because it's like
same.
Because with animation, it's at least like a one-time expense hobby unless you want to upgrade things. That's what I like about animation, is it's like a one-cost deal.
It depends on what you're using as an animation thing.
Yeah.
If you're using Adobe, no.
Oh yeah, Adobe can just screw itself. Did you watch that video?
There's a whole meme. There's like this meme that I plan on replicating on TikTok that just says, "Look, it's the Adobe building," and the guy yells, "I pirate software."
Have you watched the my Adobe is horrible video? Or I didn't actually say Adobe for that video, but it's basically a story about how I literally couldn't animate using Adobe in 7th grade.
I mean, once you know what you're doing with animation software, it's a thing that you can do, but
I'm just cursed with Adobe, okay? Adobe hates me.
F Adobe anyway.
Do you know how to use your whatchamacallit yet?
No, I haven't been practicing. No,
Practice!
I plan on majoring in animation in college, so I'll learn then.
I'm planning on to major in elementary ed, so. Because we need more teachers in the world.
That's true. But then again, people treat the profession so horribly. That's why people don't go into it at this point.
But here's the thing. If no one goes into it, then the kids of the next...
Maybe they will be forced to improve.
But I don't want... Here's the thing. Like, the kids of the next generation deserve someone to help teach them and guide them.
That's true, but maybe at some point they will be forced to improve. There are no teachers left.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Do you really want little kids to not be able to, like, learn because there's, like, such a... I'm just thinking about the future of...
That's true, but... Well, I see where you're coming from, but I see why people don't want to go in the profession.
Mm-hmm. All I know is that it's gonna be a rough road. It's gonna be a hard road ahead of me, considering the fact that, like, it's very hard to go ahead and, if it's so hard to get teachers, then the teachers that are already gonna be there are probably gonna get paid more, but they're probably gonna have 50 kids per class.
Yeah.
That's my prediction.
Yeah.
Which hopefully not. It's just kind of scary to me. How it's just gonna...
That's why stuff has to improve.
Yeah, like, I get that it's not something you want to do, but if people don't do it, then the generations after us are just gonna be screwed. Which, I don't normally like to talk about serious stuff on this channel, like you guys all know. But it's just something to think about. And I actually, did you see the TikTok teachers? Yes.
Yes.
I
follow one. I totally see why many are leaving the profession. My mom's a teacher. She's thinking of leaving.
Yeah, it should. And here's the thing, with my with the whole teaching thing, if that falls to the wayside, I at least have this. If it's
True.
growing like it's supposed to. If it's growing like it's supposed to, then I'll have this. Anyway, due to us starting early, we're gonna this was the time I was calculating to end the stream. But where is Lexi? Is she still getting coffee?
Yes, coffee takes a bit to make.
I'm back.
Okay. Just so you know, we're gonna end the stream.
I heard.
Anyway, so any closing announcements?
I will be streaming in like half an hour over on my Twitch channel, so putting that in chat right now.
So Lexi's gonna be streaming in a half an hour, so please go ahead and check her out. I take zero liability about what happens on her channel.
Yeah, no, you can. I am much less strict than Pastry is. You can say almost anything as long as it's not slurs.
No, that's the rules for this channel. That's a rule for this channel. Just that and take mental illness seriously. But yeah, so my closing announcement is please make sure to check out the Channel Banner Challenge. And please make sure to go ahead and also check out Ink's comic, which can you please put the link in the description because there's been some new people since last stream. And do you have any closing announcements?
Other than the comic existing now.
I'm actually having a slight change of plans. I'm gonna go live now, but not really do anything until 7.
Anyway, please do all the crap that all of the other YouTubers ask you to do.